This video is sponsored by Sanremo wholemeal lasagna sheets, the tastiest way to make lasagna. The film Garfield is a story about courage and adventure. It shows what a hero will do to save someone who he doesn't even like, all for the sake of redemption. This hero goes beyond his own comfort zone, beyond his own home, in a foreign land where he finds himself in a fish-out-of-water situation. A hero based off a comic strip about a cat who eats, sleeps, and cares very little about anyone other than himself. What I'm trying to get at here is that the portrayal of Garfield in the film is a completely different character. He doesn't share any of the same motives as the comic version, he only shares some of the same character traits. Like eating lasagna, for example. Tasty wholemeal lasagna, like the stuff you can get from Sanremo's. I do like Bill Murray's portrayal of the character. His voice goes perfectly for the role. John doesn't even resemble the original character from the comics. In the film, he is a handsome, friendly guy, and judging off the size of his house, quite financially successful. In the comics, he is pretty much the exact opposite. He is lonely, he only has conversations with his pets, and he shies away from asking out the girl he likes. If you take out Garfield's dialogue from the comics, it's easy to see how depressed he really is. I don't have any statements on the characters, so now it's time to talk about the story. The story goes as so. The main character is used to being the center of attention when suddenly a new character is introduced, and the protagonist starts to feel neglected, so much so that he finally makes a decision to get rid of the new person by kicking them outside. After getting heat from his friends, he decides to venture off to retrieve the new arriver, forming a friendship along the way. Sound familiar? That's because it's the same plot as Toy Story. I think the main problem with this film is that it is unfaithful to the comics, which wouldn't have been a problem if they had a new interesting story to put these characters in. But they don't. This film just ends up being a generic talking animal film, with the only significance being that this film has Garfield in it. If you replaced Garfield with a ginger cat without the same household name, then I doubt this film would have been as successful as it actually was. With that note, that concludes my film review of Garfield. Thank you for watching.